showtime.
Yes, it is. It is showtime. Welcome, everybody, to the show. I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, my co-host, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone calls her that. We are coming to you live from Tall Man Mobile in Central Florida.
And as you can tell, Tall Man is feeling better.
I am feeling much better. Not 100% yet, but feeling much better. I know somebody was asking in the chat or made a comment about me trying to catch popcorn. So there is a ton of stuff in cruise news per normal. And so we are just going to get right to it. But before, of course, let's get to balcony cam.
Nice.
Yeah, well, we hopefully have some live balcony cam coming from you soon because
So looking forward to
we
it.
have some cruises coming up. We have some surprises for you tonight. But let's just get right into the news and we'll do it as we go along.
Here's the latest cruise news with your host, the Tall Man.
And the lovely Lisa. All right, so we are going to start off with weather. As we were putting this together, it was Tropical Storm Rafael. Now it is Hurricane Rafael. As you can see, it is sitting there pretty much close to the center of your screen, smack dab over Jamaica, creating all kinds of problems there. So if I move this forward, I'm just going to not play it, but I'm just going to hit the little scroll button right here. In fact, hang on this. I don't know why this did that. Let's put that over there. I'm going to hit the little scroll button here. And you see there's the date up there, right? November 6th, it's tomorrow. It's going to smack up into Cuba, right? Going to go up into the Gulf of Mexico. It looks like it's going to stay away from Florida. Thank the Lord. We're still picking up from Milton around here. And then there's some indecision about where it actually is going to go. This particular model run has it going in right about New Orleans, maybe even Mobile Bay somewhere, right? Between Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans, right? So, but some of the other models have it going a little further west. The end result of all of this, guys, is if you're getting on a cruise ship in the next 4 or 5 days, especially out of Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, or Tampa, please know the storm is in your way of going where you're going to go. And so they may go around it. Of course, they're going to have to go around it, but that means the seas might be a little bit rough. So just be aware. As you can see, as we move forward a little bit, there's a low right here over the lower end of the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos. That doesn't seem to completely develop. Again, these are just forecasted models, but it is a low, something to watch for. Where else in the Caribbean Basin? Just normal moisture until right about there. There's a low developing due south of Jamaica. And when we get into the 12th, 13th, 14th, as you can see, this develops into what looks like to be an absolute monster of a storm. Again, it is a forecast model. Who knows what'll be, but it is absolutely, I mean, look at that. That is a monster.
Definitely something you want to keep your eye on.
So if you're going to be on a cruise ship around the 15th, supposedly going down to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, even into Mexico somewhere, this is going to be in the way. So just be aware that you may have some deviations to your itineraries, okay? Safety first, safety first, safety first. Okay, so there's a little bit of look at the weather. It's a little bit more than a week. Normally we try to stick within 7 days, but this storm was so huge, and we're going to be on a ship ourselves starting next Monday.
So we're watching it carefully.
Yes, so we're watching it carefully. Of course, we're going to the Bahamas in the first one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So. Anyway, so there is your weather for the next actually 10 days or so. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys. Please pay attention to your forecasters if you're going to be getting on a ship in the next 10 days. All right, the hurricane season is not Has it been no audio the whole time or just the past couple seconds?
Oh, no.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Do we have audio on the weather? We had audio on the weather. Yep. Hey, it's not a Tall Man Cruise Adventure show if something doesn't blow up. All right. So what we were talking about is the Carnival Celebration. And the Carnival Celebration had a medical emergency recently and ended up having to pull into port to, yes, thank you all. We see we're muted. Thank you all. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, we'd just keep on talking.
We would.
Like you said, it'd been a silent movie. No. Anyway, so the Carnival Celebration had to pull into port because of a medical emergency. And one of two things happened. Usually they either will call the Coast Guard to come evacuate them, either helicopter or boat, or they will pull into the closest port. In this case, I'm assuming the weather was not allowing them to use the helicopter or boat, so they decided to pull into port. And the closest port happened to be their home port of Miami. And so they pulled into Miami Friday night. Now, they weren't due back until Sunday morning. But instead of them getting this passenger off and then going back out to sea for a day, they stayed in port. And this created quite the problem because the casino couldn't open, nor the shops.
Gotcha. So if you had wanted to buy something in the shops, you were just out of
Waiting
luck.
to the last day,
Yes.
which we do a lot.
Yes, we do.
Or you're a gambler and you want to go sit in that casino.
Yeah. I mean, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday night, all day Saturday.
Yeah, because a lot of people, work and play for points.
That's right.
And I can imagine that probably had a lot of people upset.
So I'm not sure why they didn't turn around and go back out to sea. That was not discussed. But yeah, there's some angry guests there. Let us know if that would upset you. We're talking about a passenger's life here, and obviously they were able to get him to safety. And I'm not sure the outcome of that, and it's not discussed. It's for the privacy of the passenger or the patient. But should they have gone back out to sea, or?
They used to do 2-day cruises to nowhere, so they had plenty of time to go back out,
yeah,
and they could have opened the casino and the shops. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Should they have gone back out to sea? Leave it in the chat below. All right. Next up on the news, another carnival. This is about gluten-free menus. So this particular passenger was, again, their cruise was ruined because they didn't have gluten-free tacos. Now, Carnival actually has a fairly extensive gluten-free menu. In fact, not just gluten-free, they cater to all kinds of different diets. There was a list here from a vegetarian, low cholesterol, low carbohydrate, low sugar, and gluten-free, to name a few. If you want, and you don't have to call ahead about any of that. Now, if you want kosher meals, you just need to let them know 3 weeks before you're sailing, and they will actually prepare kosher meals for you as well.
Correct.
So this particular passenger was cruise ruined, wanted a refund because they didn't have gluten-free tacos. I don't know. Gluten-free tacos, anyone? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Good Lord. Okay. Anybody ever seen a Halloween party go bad? You? No?
I don't think I have, but I could see how that could happen. I mean, Halloween costumes in themselves can be, and parties and haunted houses and things can be pretty darn scary.
I didn't say scary. I said go bad.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So explain.
Here's a Halloween party going bad. So this is a video from, I think it was the Symphony of the Seas. And for Halloween, they decided to fog up the promenade. Now, it's unclear if it was dry ice or a fog machine. And what you're actually seeing is the sprinkler system.
That fog was a little bit much, huh?
It was a little bit much, and it set off the sprinkler system all across the promenade.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
Right?
Well, now you can see what happens in the event of a
fire. Right?
You get pretty wet there. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the little Volkswagen there, if you've ever seen the videos of the Symphony.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
Yeah, you can barely even see it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a huge mess, everybody.
Oh, man.
That is what a Halloween party gone bad looks like.
That is definitely a Halloween party gone bad.
Yep, on the Symphony Seas. So when we were talking about weather a couple minutes ago, we talked about the potential of having to miss ports and change itineraries and different things like that. Well, that happens outside the Caribbean as well. It's not just a Caribbean phenomenon because of or Mexico, if you will, because of hurricane season. Bad weather happens everywhere. In fact, in Norway just recently there was a ship that couldn't go to its port either. So, I only bring that up because people think it's just sort of an effect of hurricane season. But bad weather can happen anytime, anywhere, at any time. And if the seas are too rough and if the winds are too strong, these ships cannot pull into port safely. And
Correct.
so it's the big gamble, if you will, of going on a cruise is, will the weather be good enough where you're going for the cruise ship to pull into port? 98% of the time it's a yes. Maybe even 99.9% of the time. Because, look, there's a lot of cruise ships out there and a lot of itineraries happen weekly, but occasionally there's some bad weather. Okay, so in this particular case, this was the Ambassador cruise line, not a well-known cruise line over there in Europe. They were doing a Norwegian fjord sort of thing, and one of their stops, the winds were over 40 knots, and the seas were up at about 2 meters, which is about 6.5, 7 feet, and yeah, just couldn't get into Kirstensand, Norway. So, not just stuff that happens here in the Caribbean, everybody.
No, definitely not.
So, Carnival's getting a new mascot.
I heard about that.
Have y'all seen the new Carnival mascot yet? There it is. Introducing Ducky.
Well, if that doesn't
Ducky.
tell you where Carnival stands on the whole hiding ducks thing, nothing will.
Yep. Carnival has a new mascot. The mascot will be released fleet-wide.
I'm surprised it doesn't look like John Heald. Because they've got the little ones out there. They should have made. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. John Heald duck.
Yeah, maybe they call it Hucky. Or Jucky.
Yeah, maybe.
Or,
maybe not.
Or Ducky Healed.
Ducky Heald.
Ducky Healed? I don't know. Yeah, he deserves a mascot, that man.
Right?
Anyway, so yeah, Carnival's got a new mascot, everybody. And Ducky. Samantha Brown. Everybody knows who Samantha Brown is, right? Huge name in the travel industry, right? Has shows on TV and stuff. She's going to be hosting a cruise, if you will, on the Allura of the Sea, which is going to be a brand new Oceania ship coming out next year. So, Samantha Brown going to be hosting her own cruise, which is kind of fun.
Very nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Princess, the Regal Princess, I'm sure you're well aware, the Regal Princess was having some issues, so much so they had to cancel 2 cruises. The good news is the next sailing will go forward. That is the one that is leaving, November, in a couple of days. November 10th. Leaves on November 10th. So just in a couple days. So it is going forward as planned.
Yay.
So I know it sucked for those 2 cruises, for those people. I surely would hate to have my cruise canceled, but, if the ship won't...
Times when we're sitting on, the tarmac waiting for our airplane to take off.
Yeah.
Just fix it. Just
fix it. We're about to go. We're good. That's right. Take your time. Fix it. If we got to get off, that's great. Just get us to where we're going. Sometimes it sucks because we're, on our way somewhere. And there's, that window of time. It's also why when you fly somewhere, you want to make sure you fly in the day before because stuff like that happens.
Exactly.
But anyway, so there you go, Regal Princess fixed. So Royal Caribbean makes a policy change on holding cruises. This has already taken effect. I don't know if any of you know this yet, but... if you're thinking about going on a cruise, you can call your travel agent. You can call cruise lines directly. They can hold you a cabin, a specific number, all that stuff, and they will hold it for you for a certain period of time. Okay? And it allows you to sleep on it overnight or whatever it is.
Talk with a family.
Yeah.
Check with a boss.
It used to be just like 24 to 48 hours. Okay? Here is the new plan. Under the revised policy, the hold times vary depending on how many days to the cruise. If it is less than 30 days, there is no hold time. Okay? So if you're calling the cruise line last minute, pay when you're on the phone because there is no courtesy hold for less than 30 days. Okay? If it is between 31 and 45 days, they will hold your cabin, again, courtesy hold without a deposit, for 1 day. Again, 24 hours. And 31 to 45 days. This actually just happened to us recently. We're going to get there in just a couple minutes. And if you're booking 46 to 90 days out, it will be held for 2 days. And if it's more than 90 days, it'll be held for a full 5 days.
Wow.
Okay? So Royal Caribbean changing their hold policy. All right? You know what? Let's get to a couple of your comments before we go any further, because we haven't said hello to anybody. So.
Right?
Hello, Macrina. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Bev, she says, I made it. I was in a Zoom meeting and thought it would never end. Well, welcome to the show. We are your election distraction channel tonight.
Yes, we are.
Howdy, Mamie Radar from New Mexico. And hello, Patricia. How are ya? Macrina says, looks like Robert's back is back to normal. No, but way better. And it turns out it's not actually my back. It actually is right here was the problem, because these muscles are attached up here, which is attached to the back of the neck and then the top of your butt. And this was all out of whack. I was like really a mess, and it was pulling up on my back. So the pain was down there, but the problem was up here. And it wasn't my chiropractor that found it. It was my massage therapist, right? I love that man. Jim, God bless you. Never retire. So, yeah, I got to go to him one more time before we start on our cruises. Balcony cam soon. That's absolutely correct. Well, for the first handful of cruises we're actually in inside cabins, but that's okay. We'll get you some fresh looks. Good evening, Gina. Good evening, Angela. How are you doing? Yes, we're muted. We're muted. We're muted. We're muted. Shh, it's a secret. We're muted. Yes, it's a silent movie. Yes. Patricia says he's going to have to repeat all of that now. I know. I'm so sorry. And it went after the weather. Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened, right? You know, that sucks. Angela's talking about pulling into the port early. Yes, it does.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, Macrina says, yeah, go back out 5 miles and sail around for Saturday.
It only has to be 2, right?
It only needs to be 2.
It only needs to be 2. So I don't know why they didn't.
Yep. Mamie says they should have gone back out. I agree. I would have had a lettuce taco then, right? I think some of the gluten, it's about the taco shell, right? Not what's in it.
Yes,
more so,
correct.
but the taco shell.
That's what she's going to use lettuce for, the shell.
Yep. Patricia says, bad Halloween party, go bad on TV shows, right? Everyone got an extra shower. They certainly did. Woo! It didn't go off because the fog is like, y'all people smell. We're turning this on. Y'all forgot to take a shower. Angel says, I heard it was a fog machine. Bad idea. It probably, thinking about it being in the music industry, fog machines, the fog, it's kind of a very dense particle. And my guess, it would have been the fog machine. Dry ice, it's not very dense. Dry ice typically will fall to the ground, where fog will go up. So it probably had to be a fog machine. It just was reported that it was unknown, fog or dry ice. But I agree with you. I believe it was a fog machine. Someone might get fired. Literally. Yeah. That was a big oops.
That's going to be a costly mistake, too.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of overtime and cleanup and...
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That's
a costly mistake.
Costly. She's got a bunch of ducky icons. Yep. I love hiding and finding the ducks. Right, Dana? I do, too. Dana Ford, are you new to the channel? Here you go. You get an applause. Speaking of applauses...
And welcome to the channel.
Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button already, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you. Costs you absolutely nothing. And it really does help out the channel. And if you haven't figured it out yet, Lisa and I, well, we just need a ton of help. In fact, we're going to have a problem here in a couple minutes. We're trying our new stuff out tonight on battery power. And I don't think it's going to work because we're about to get on a cruise ship. And as you all know, we like to do on location. We like to leave the cabin and go out into the public spaces, which means we have to bring our little battery with us. But I'm not sure if you've noticed, but about 6 weeks ago, none of you said anything. We added some nice studio lighting to what we do, so we look a little bit better on camera. And this other box that's powering some stuff. And anyway, we started off the show at 100%. We're already at 67. So we may have some problems moving forward. We're going to figure that out. So let's keep on going. Dana says, again, love hiding the ducks. More ducks incoming. Dana also thinks he's cute. I do too. I thought Ducky was pretty cute.
Yeah.
Your audio is cutting in and out. That I can't help, unfortunately.
Is it Robert's or Elisa's?
Hello, Antonio. Welcome. My audio is still cutting out. Interesting. I don't know why that is. So I'll tell you what, guys. Well, we're just going to continue until we get to the dead battery, because what's going to happen is when I unplug everything, the cameras are going to go dark, and then they're going to come back up, and then I'm going to have to zoom them back in. You're going to see a mess over here. It's going to be ugly. So, yeah. I guess we're playing fill in the blanks and try to read his lips. Is it that bad?
Oh, wow. Can you hear okay through the microphone that I'm using? I mean, maybe I let him use the microphone.
New game, Angela. Oh, my God. All right. We'll stop. Is the audio any better? Hello, Mr. Cruise Fever. Welcome. I'm just trying to find out if the audio is any better. Is the audio any better? Any better? Audio any better? It sounds good here. We're not breaking up at all.
No, it sounds good in my headset.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if there's a transmission issue or what. Internet. So we had some internet issues yesterday, which is why we didn't stream last night. So please let me know. Are you hearing everything now? Audio is good now. Okay. So let's move on. AARP is changing their discount carnival cards. It's going from 10% to 8%. So if you used to put up $90, you would get a $100 card. Now you got to put up $92. So, yep, change from 10% to 8%. Oh, so who likes to wear bathrobes on cruise ships? Anybody like the bathrobes? All right, bathrobes, anybody? Bathrobes? All right. Well, if you do and you're not staying in a suite, at least this is for Carnival, all you have to do is ask your cabin steward if you didn't know that, and they will get you a robe. They don't leave them in the cabins. Only the suites. They are left in the suites as part of that. But even if you're staying in the, in the bunks, the upper lower bunk, you can also have a bathrobe. You just have to ask them to bring it to your stateroom, and they will. I mean, you can't take it with you. You can't have it, but you can use it while you're on the ship. Okay, so there was some hubbub about that recently, and we're just because we're not in a suite doesn't mean we're not special. And look, just ask your cabin steward, and they will gladly bring you a bathrobe on Carnival. I can't speak for any other cruise lines, but I got to assume they're probably pretty close to the same. Most of them.
Hey, it never hurts to ask.
Yep. Macrina says 8% is better than no percent.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a lot of hubbub about that too.
Yeah.
But and people were blaming Carnival for it. Well, it's not Carnival's discount; it's the AAA discount.
Yep.
But yeah, 8% is definitely better than nothing.
We've talked about several stories about missing ports and stuff. Weather and Hurricane Raphael now, it's going to create some problems, and Milton before, and Helene
injuries.
before that, and injuries and stuff. But over in Europe, Valencia in Spain has had record flooding.
Yes, they have.
And
my goodness.
because of which there's been several ships that have been not gone into Valencia because of the flooding. MSC, Royal Caribbean, to name a couple of them. So natural disasters. It's just something that you can't help, right? So, oh, look at that. Our camera's moving again. Over here, look. It's following me again. It's following me this time and not you. So our Norwegian cruise has hit snags and delays. I find this story very interesting. So the Encore is going to be going to dry dock here within the next couple weeks, and it's going to be in dry dock for about 3 weeks. When a ship goes into dry dock, there is a bunch of things they have that they're going to do. It's well thought out in advance. All the parts they need are shipped ahead of time, so they're there. The people that need to do the work, I mean, it's very well thought out. Well, I'm not sure what went wrong here, but it's not all going to be done. And so when the ship goes back into service, there's going to be several things that are not going to be up and running yet.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, look, this happens on land too. If you're remodeling your house until it's going to be done in 4 weeks, it usually takes, 4 months. So, the cruise ships are pretty good at this, but what they're doing is they're installing in the Icon the adult-only outdoor area, Spice H2O, which is on the Breakaway, Epic, and Escape vessels. So they're putting Spice H2O on the Encore. They are also doing some additional enhancements. The Encore, unfortunately. So this adult-only area, first, I'll do one thing at a time. The adult area will not be open during the first cruise, which is transatlantic from Southampton back to Miami. Okay, so that area is not going to be open. Okay, these new enhancements will beautifully complement the ship's existing family-friendly offerings, such as the Speedway, the Aqua Park, the 2-story water slides, the Galaxy Pavilion, and the virtual reality complex. Okay, Spice H2O also seems to require more space than it originally has planned.
Oh no!
And so they're going to be permanently closing the laser tag area to give this space more space.
Oh no!
The press release also continues, rest assured, there will still be a wide variety of activities, including virtual games at the Galaxy Pavilion, thrilling rides in the Speedway, and the Aqua Park. The exceptional dining venues such as Ocean Blue, Onda, Cagney Steakhouse, and Los Lobos and Le Bistro will also be still available. Speaking of dining, they are expanding Cagney Steakhouse and teppanyaki. The teppanyaki won't be done.
Oh no.
Yes, but it's only going to be closed for the first 4 days of that transatlantic, and then it will open. Okay? Los Lobos, it was supposed to get some more space and some different things. It's actually going to remain the same. In Ocean Blue seafood dining, it was supposed to turn into the Mediterranean-inspired seafood restaurant Palomar, which you can see on the Viva or the Prima. It's not. They're not doing it. It's gonna stay the same. It's gonna stay the same Ocean Blue. So there you go. A little bit of information about the upcoming NCL Encore. All right. Let's see. Disney Treasure on its way to Florida.
Yay!
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yep. So when it arrives, we'll be at sea because I thought about, hey, let's go cover it, but we will be around. So, but it's on its way to its home port. So congratulations to Disney. Okay.
Very nice.
Oh, Alaska, Sitka. Sitka just got a major government grant, and they're going to be hooking their port up with shore power.
Oh, nice.
It's not projected when it'll be done, but they are getting shore power, which is great because that's one of the big things about Alaska is when all these ships come in and all the particulate matter and carbon emissions and stuff that come out, it really does hurt the environment. So the fact that when the ships come in, they can turn it completely off, plug themselves into the shore power is fantastic. So congratulations to them. All right. Okay, so there was another hubbub about veterans and Carnival. So I'm sure many of you sell Carnival know that Carnival is huge supporters of veterans, both current serving military as well as past. Not to emergency services in police and firefighters. There's a lot of people encompassing this, okay? But we're just talking about veterans of the military at this particular moment. Most of their new ships and some of their older ships, they have an actual area dedicated for veterans, the Heroes Bar. Now, once a cruise, they typically have a big gathering. And during this gathering, you're able to put your name in the pot, and once a month, they gather all the names from all the ships, and they pull out one name, and that person gets a free cruise. Well, this particular cruiser was a little bit miffed because there's a thing out there called stolen valor. What stolen valor means is people out there that portray themselves as being a veteran, but technically has never served. Like, for instance, me. I only served 3 years. I served during peace. I don't really, I don't wear military hats. I don't do any of that because I feel my time in the service was a lot different than those who had to serve during wartime. And they had to deal with a whole set of challenges that I just didn't have to deal with. And so I don't go around touting my military past at all. I don't go to the VA. I don't carry a card. I don't even like military discounts because that's just me. I think there's those out there that served, in wartime that really deserve those benefits. Anyway, but stolen valor is about people portraying they were in the military, even though they weren't. And this particular guest on Carnival was afraid that that's what's happening on the ships because anybody can come to these parties. In fact, they invite people to come.
Yes, they do.
Please come and pay tribute to those who served.
And support the military.
Right? Absolutely. However, rest assured, whoever's name is pulled out, they do have to 100% verify they did serve before that cruise is awarded to them. And if they were faking it, the cruise will be given to somebody else. So please know, if you're a veteran and you go on any of the Carnival ships and you put your name in that hat or in the bowl, whatever, that it is only a veteran 100% that is going to win that prize. Okay? I just wanted to put that out there. All right? So let's get rid of that. We are moving along. We are nearly done with the cruise news, anybody. So how is everybody tonight? Hopefully everybody is... did anybody have the TV on the background tonight? Anybody watching the TV in the background as we're on? Because we were going to have ours on, but we're like, you know what? We're here for the Tall Man Clan. We
thought about it.
We did.
Yeah.
But we can watch the TV after. But I understand if you got the TV on, it's okay. Because tonight's a big night here in the United States. It is election night. And so hopefully the candidate you voted for wins. We're not going to talk about politics. I'm just saying hopefully the candidate you voted for wins. And if they didn't, please, everybody, deep breath. It'll be okay. I promise it'll be okay.
We can still be friends.
Yes, it'll be okay. All right, moving on to the cruise news. We talked about this before, and there was a little piece of information that was not included. But we reported back, 2 or 3 weeks ago, excuse me, that Royal Caribbean is expanding their Perfect Day concept to Mexico.
I remember that, yes.
And they're having Perfect Day Mexico. Part of that deal is they acquired the port of Costa Maya. So Royal Caribbean will now own the port of Costa Maya. Now, I believe that all came to be because a lot of the infrastructure that's going to support Perfect Day Mexico is going to be coming from the port, Costa Maya.
Interesting.
Now, that won't have any effect on cruise lines because pretty much every cruise line out there goes to Costa Maya. Typically, when a cruise line owns a port, only their cruise lines and subsidiaries typically use that, but that won't change for Costa Maya. Hang on, checking the battery, 56%. All right, moving on. NCL has released their third quarter, their quarterlies. They have brought in $2.8 billion in the third quarter, which is an 11% increase upon the same quarter from last year. So congratulations to them, with a net income of $474.9 million. So congratulations to NCL. Let's see. Royal Caribbean's new ship orders for 2028 and beyond. Oh, so I think we've talked about this before. They've got just the entire group. They're ordering 3 more Icon class ships. Again, this is the Royal Caribbean group. 1 more Celebrity new build. They're ordering another Oasis class ship. And they are in some sort of way in a joint venture with TUI Cruises out of Europe. And there's 2 more ships being ordered for TUI Cruises. Wow.
So. That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So speaking of shore power, Icon of the Seas is set to plug in for the very, very first time, I believe, when they get back on their current cruise. So they will be plugged into shore power there in Miami. So congratulations to the Icon and being able to turn those engines off for the 8 hours you're sitting in port.
Yeah.
10 hours, something like that. Speaking of quarterlies, NCL has also released their quarterlies. And let's see if I can get down to the numbers here because they're actually staggering. They had total revenues of $4.9 billion in the third quarter, of which $1.1 billion was net profit. So, there you go. Net income, net profit.
And you said that was NCL?
No, that was Royal.
Royal. Okay.
We talk about NCL.
NCL was first. That's why I wanted to make sure. Okay, Royal.
Yep,
okay.
Royal. Speaking of Royal, they've unveiled in 2025, they're going to have 2 Eurovision-themed cruises. You know what Eurovision is?
No clue.
No. Any of you guys know what Eurovision is? Yes or no in the comments. Eurovision is the worldwide song contest. It's gigantic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've heard of that.
Happen once a year. Usually it takes place in the country that won the previous year. And, I mean, it's it's the biggest spectacle you can imagine. It's like the Super Bowl. It's that huge. So they're having a 2 themed Eurovision cruises because Royal Caribbean's the sponsor of Eurovision.
That's so cool.
Yep. So they're going to be having a Eurovision themed cruises. Yep. Just a couple more stories, guys, and then we'll get to the surprises. Cruise industry revenue in the Caribbean, by the way, has hit $4.2 billion over the past year. And that is up 27% from 5 years ago, so pre-pandemic. So, cruising up big. So that was some big news. American Cruise Lines, that is a river cruise line company here in the United States. Not too many people know of them, but American Cruise Lines has committed to add 10 new ships to their fleet, to their river cruises.
All right.
Right? Fantastic.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about or already booked the Grand World Voyage on Holland America in 2026, your itinerary has changed.
No.
Because of the ongoing conflict in the Red Sea area, they have just said, you know what, we're just not going to go through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, and so they've changed the itinerary. Now,
that makes sense. Safety first.
It is, and lots of things happen. I mean, we're talking about 2026, not 2024, but these are things that need to be planned now. So your itinerary has changed. Counting down, we just have a couple left. Oh, actually, this might be it. Speaking of shore power, the Port of Seattle has finished their shore power outfitting of the port. In fact, they've done it 7 years ahead of schedule.
Wow, that's impressive.
Which I find fantastic. So congratulations to them. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the cruise news this week.
Yay!
All right.
Let's go look at some comments.
Let's look at some comments.
I think we've had a lot popping in.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. Cherie, hello. How are you tonight? Welcome. Mamie's like, no TV for me. No TV for Macrina. And she's going to watch reruns anyway. Antonio's like, I voted for Pedro. Congratulations. Hello, Lido Life. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Hey, y'all. R.D. Vaughn, welcome. Howdy ho.
Hi, Dave.
Whoa, that's the wrong button. You deserve a hidey ho. Even though my camera's moving around.
Hidey ho, good neighbor.
Lido Life says we'll be on our first transatlantic cruise this April on MSC.
Yay,
yeah, man, you're gonna,
awesome.
Is this your first MSC as well, or just your first transatlantic? We love transatlantic cruises.
Yeah.
Right? ABBA won Eurovision for Sweden in 1974. Yeah, right? I think it's happening in Israel this year, actually, or something. I forget who won last year. But speaking of cruises, are you ready to talk about some cruises? Because we got some cruises coming up, right? We do. So okay. So hang on. We got to do this. We're gonna do this right here. We're gonna put on a little background music. All right. All right. Ready? First up. Carnival Glory. We're going to be on the Carnival Glory November 11th through the 15th. This is just a 4-night sailing. It is going to the Bahamas, Princess Cay and Nassau. So it's going to Princess Cay and Nassau. That is sailing out of Port Canaveral. So there's a little bit of views of the Carnival Glory. We can't wait.
No,
I mean,
so excited.
That's just coming up in just a couple days, y'all.
Yes.
I mean, just a couple of days, right? By the way, Lido Life says first trans, second MSC. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. So there is the Carnival Glory in her splendor. Isn't that a great shot? I know, great shot.
Yeah, great shot.
I want to thank all those who provided these drone footage shots. Absolutely amazing. Great look. All right, next on the list, the Carnival Conquest.
Yay!
That is out of Miami. It is also doing a 4-day Bahamas. And guess where we're going?
Same place we went on the Glory.
Princess Cay and Nassau.
It's all about the ship.
Hey, that is definitely a sail away. Look at that party going on that deck. Look at that. It is packed up there. What? That looks like one heck of a party. We're going to find out soon, too.
Yes.
As you see, we're going to be on the Conquest November 18th through the 22nd.
Woohoo!
Y'all going to be with us, right? We are going to be live every night from all of these cruise ships, Wi-Fi permitting, of course.
And battery permitting.
And battery permitting, where we at. We're
48%.
We're doing okay.
Not too bad.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we just not do the lights. I don't know.
Either that or the tri-screen.
Yeah, the
tri-screen, I think, takes up a lot of power.
It does. Well, on the ships, we won't be doing the cruise news, so we may not need the tri-screen.
So, yeah, we won't need that.
Yeah, so we'll, in fact, let's just
take that off?
Yeah, let's unplug that now.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah, hang on, y'all.
Got to work this out. Got a cruise coming up pretty soon. We need to be able to run everything on batteries.
Tri-screen.
There you go.
See, there's the tri-screen.
That's what that looks like.
That's because we just, believe it or not, do this all from our laptop.
Yes, we do.
All right, Lisa, just don't step on that there. Okay, Carnival Conquest, shall we move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
By the way, Lido Life says, oh, you're not going to be able to see. So hang on one second. Oh, did the music go away already?
Yeah, it did.
Did. We'll
Turn
get
it
back to comes
on.
in. All right, so next up on the list, the MSC Divina. Speaking of MSC cruises,
Yes.
this will be our sixth.
I think
sixth,
yeah, I believe
sixth
so.
MSC cruise.
Yeah.
In just a very short period of time. Yeah, we have quickly grown to absolutely love MSC. And this is a 10-day cruise.
Yes.
November 22nd through December 2nd. So we're going to be on there Thanksgiving. And so we're looking forward to that. We're doing Jamaica, Aruba, Curacao, Dominican Republic, and their private island.
Ocean Key.
So we are absolutely looking forward to the Divina. Again,
So looking forward to it. We're actually going to have some relaxation time on this one.
we are.
10 days, we can relax.
Absolutely. We are looking, 4-day ship cruising. We
No,
don't- there's no
we're
relax
working.
time.
We're videoing the whole time on a 4-day.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. And any of these cruises that we've been talking about, if there's questions about the ships that you want to know or anything specific about the cruise line, when we're live, ask us those questions. We tell people that all the time. We're on the ship. There's no better time to get an answer
Exactly.
right then and there. And if we don't know why we're live with you, we will find out the answer and bring it to you during the next stream. Right? So there you have it, MSC Divina. And then we have the Enchantment of the Seas.
Yay!
That is December 12th through the 16th. That sails out of Tampa. So the other two were out of Miami.
Yes.
So we get off the Conquest, literally just walk down the Divina and get on the Divina. But we're going to have some time. And anyway, this one's out of Tampa. The Enchantment of the Seas, December 12th through the 16th. So looking forward to that. We haven't been on any of these ships.
No.
We were on the Conquest years ago.
Years ago.
Long before our channel.
Yeah, long before we started videoing.
Yep. So we're going to be going back on so we can video the ship for you guys and do what we do. Get these deck plans all done and all that fun stuff that we do for you guys. Okay, deck tours. And we booked one more.
We did.
Actually, we booked two more. Guesses. I want guesses. All right. What cruise are we going on? Leave in the comments below. We got one. I got to put the music back on. Why is it turning off so quick?
I don't know. I thought it was much longer than
it's
that.
only a 2-minute song.
Oh, okay.
So leave it in the chat. What cruise do you think we're going on? While you're doing that, guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you absolutely nothing, and it really, really does help out the channel. You guys have no idea. So please do that, and a thumbs up and an applause for everybody that has already done that.
And thank you so much for those thumbs up. We really do appreciate it.
Yes. All right, so what do you think
Do
is...
you have any guesses coming in?
And no, not yet.
Oh, you
Not
guys,
yet.
come on.
I know, right?
I hope we're not. Are we
I don't think so.
Are we doing the bee thing?
No, the bee thing hasn't been talked about. So.
Okay, good.
But, it's...
Yeah, I mean,
it's a couple
I've
minutes,
got it.
it's a couple seconds behind. So.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Shouldn't be too much.
What cruise ship and cruise line are we going on?
Is that what a guess?
Macrina says, you know what? Hang on. I've got to go to full screen real quick.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and we'll just turn that off because we're just going to do that. Macrina thinks the Horizon and a Virgin ship.
Those are great guesses.
Those are great guesses.
But wrong.
Since we haven't done that, we'll go back and answer these too. We will be doing our first Alaska cruise next July as well. Man, yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
We have not done Alaska yet.
Maybe next year. Yeah. We thought we were going to do it this year, but we did.
We really did, but it didn't work out.
Macrina also says, hey, we need to celebrate today. It's almost 1 year before the group cruise. Yeah, we're going to talk about our group cruise here in just a minute. Yeah, we're getting there too. Artie Vaughn says, talk now. I really want to do the Alaska cruise. All right, Dave, how you doing, buddy? Margaritaville out of Tampa. Oh, that is another good guess.
Yeah, we actually did look at that one, but wrong.
So was the Sun Princess. These are some good guesses.
Those are great guesses.
Disney. I would love to do the Disney when it gets here. Yeah.
The new one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, wrong.
All right. You ready? Everybody ready? All right. Let's put the music back on.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one.
Okay. Drum roll.
Well, they can see. Just look at the screen.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
That's right, y'all. We are going to do a back-to-back on the Utopia. Golly. Battery, please die quickly. The Utopia of the Seas. And we chose the back-to-back because there's no chance in hell we're doing it in one ship, one cruise.
No.
That ship is way too big.
And they only do 3 days and 4 days, and there is no way we could do half of one in a 3-day. Maybe. Yeah, that one requires a back-to-back.
Patricia says, Cunard? Nope, we've already spilled the beans.
Yeah.
But good guess.
That's a great guess. And we had looked at doing a Cunard at the beginning of the year, but again, didn't work out.
What's funny is I thought about putting a fake one in there and putting Cunard up there.
Oh, you're so bad.
I know, I am so bad. But no, we are doing a back-to-back on the Utopia of the Seas.
The big boy.
The big boy. Again, inside cabin. It's the only way we could afford it. We maximized budget on this one, y'all. Nope, no princess. Nope. Hopefully next year some more princess. Look at that, Utopia of the Seas. Beautiful shots. Yep, beautiful shots. In fact, we need to thank Cruise Ship Media for their amazing drone work here.
Yeah, those really are great shots.
Yep. So, we're going to be on that ship here, and we're going December 2nd through the 9th. So basically, we're getting on the Conquest, getting off the Conquest, walking right on to the Divina for 10 days, getting off the Divina, walking right on to the Utopia for a back-to-back, which will end up being 7 days. And then we have a couple days off, and then we end up in Tampa doing the Enchantment of the Seas. So we're going to spend nearly a full month to 4 or 5 weeks, 5 weeks at sea. So we are very, very excited.
So looking forward to it.
Yes. So there you go, everybody. That is our fall cruising season. Okay, so let's see here. What does Dave say? Most folks want sunshine, warm weather, and activities. Me, I'm opposite. I want chilly and give me lounge chair and a waitress bring me food and drinks, and I'll watch the world go by. You know what? Alaska cruise sounds great for you.
Yeah.
Right? Because, they will bring you food on a ship. I mean, unless you go to the buffet. If you go to the buffet, you have to get it yourself. But, Dave, they will bring you food on the ships.
And imagine the scenery. Oh, my gosh.
Yep. So
beautiful.
Alaska and Antarctica. Take an Antarctica cruise. You'll be chilly.
That'd be a little cold.
Yeah, right?
Just a little too cold.
Or even, some of course, there's not a ton of cruising going on in Europe in the winter because it's cool. It's cold. But I'm sure there's still some, right? So there's plenty of places that you don't have to go where it's going to be warm. But we prefer to go south.
And there's the Turning of the Leaves cruises, too, on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
40%.
Okay. We're still doing all right. Okay.
All right. Patricia's like, I'm not buying a lotto ticket this week with my luck on guesses. No. Dave says, let someone else drive for a change. Yeah, exactly. That's why we love cruises, right? Karina says, Yeah, we need to know the days you won't be at sea, LOL. Right?
We're going to keep you guys busy watching.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the other thing, because usually when we're done with a cruise, we'll do a wrap up, our final thoughts of the cruise. And
we won't be able to, we'll have to do like multi wrap ups.
yeah, well, like for instance, when we get off the Glory, we have 3 days before the next one. But the day we get off the ship, we'll probably stream that night and give you the wrap up, if not the night after, which would be a Saturday night. And then boom, we're on the Conquest. And so when we're done with the Conquest, we're immediately on the Divina, then immediately on the Utopia of the Seas. So I'm not sure how those wrap ups are going to go, because honestly, I prefer and love to do them as quickly as possible. It's all fresh. So many of you ask us questions about things, and it gets a blur.
It does.
We're really, even though there's just a couple days off, we're going from ship to ship to ship to ship to ship, and
they run together.
It just becomes a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how we'll do it, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
That's what we
figure it
do.
out.
We'll figure it out. So Utopia of the Seas. I can't believe nobody said like, oh my God. And no.
Yeah.
Here I thought y'all were going to be excited.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I don't know. Dave says they cruise so much, I bet that they walk funny on land for a few days. When, oddly enough, no.
The cruise ships, they are not like being on a tiny little boat that you definitely get that sensation. They're so much smoother. And
for the most part, I mean, if there's bad weather, there's bad weather. But
it's gonna
generally
rock.
speaking,
But generally speaking, yeah, it's very smooth these days.
of course, we are going on some smaller ships. Some smaller, older ones.
We are,
which is something that I wanted to do, and I got to bring it up. But I was going
the sizes.
Yeah, and of course, I've already gotten rid of the tri-screen, so I can't do it now because we're here.
Got to conserve that battery power.
Yeah, we're at. We're 38%.
Okay.
So you have us for a few more minutes.
Yep.
And Antonio's like, we're jealous. We're just jealous. I'm jealous, not excited for now. Yeah, well, it's work. Obviously, we have fun. We do. And some of the reasons that's why we chose the Divina, being a 10-day, so we could actually have some vacation. The Glory, the Conquest, there's not going to be much fun.
No,
it's
because there's shorter itineraries,
yep.
And you guys know we video everything.
Yep, and we're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, walking the decks. It's a real thing, y'all. So
and very very little free time for us.
Yes.
And then we stream at night.
At night.
Very little free time for us.
At some point, within the next couple years, we'll get to the point where we're going to take a cruise to actually take a cruise.
Yes.
And we're not going to stream live every night. Not that we don't enjoy that, but it is work. And it's fun work. We've talked about this, I think, while we were driving our big drive home. And thank you all for that joined us on our epic drive.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Thank you guys.
Our epic painful drive. Yeah. So yeah, for those joining us late, it turns out it's not my back. It's up here. And all those muscles are tied to the back of the shoulder, which then tie to your hip and then up to your neck. And that actually was a problem. So it wasn't a chiropractor that solved my problems. It was my massage guy, Jim. So anyway, Lido Life says, well, we will see how y'all like the big boy before we do one. Okay, fair enough.
Absolutely.
We'll let you know. I mean, we were on the Symphony, and we had a fantastic time, but it felt too big for us.
Yeah, it did. I agree. I like the Carnival XL class. That size I think is a great size for us. Symphony, yeah, I felt a little bit lost on it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we had a fantastic time. In getting back to the whole working thing, even though we're working, we have a fantastic time. We're working on a cruise ship, for gosh sakes. I mean, it's fantastic, right? I mean, it's one of the things that I love to do, and I don't talk about it, is, we're done streaming for the night. after we're done doing, if we're going to go see a show or out to see a band or whatever, I just like to go sit on deck somewhere outside and just watch the world go by.
Feel the ocean breeze.
If it's our balcony, it's the balcony. If we're an inside cabin, again, outside deck somewhere, I just want to see the world go by. And so I just enjoy the absolute crap out of that. And even though, like I said, we're working, I just, it's absolutely fantastic. So, yep, there you have it. So, the only thing else we haven't talked about yet is the group cruise.
Yay!
We're going on a group cruise. Look, right there. 367 days from now, just a little more than a year. We're going on a cruise. Would you like some information on it? Would you? Would you? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter if you do or not. You're getting it. Here it comes.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets.
Parties.
Pineapples.
Ducks. And of course, the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you on the horizon. There you go, everybody. So that is going to be our first ever group cruise. Just in case you didn't get it, there is our email, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. Just a PSA announcement. We are not travel agents. We did not put this group cruise together to make money off of you guys. We just did it because we want to spend time with the Tall Man Clan. So we do have an agent that is putting this together for us. Her name is Kathy. So if you're interested in joining us on our group cruise, please send me an email. Let me know, and I will forward you her information. All right? There you go. That is for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. There you go. Our group cruise. Man, that's going to be fantastic, right?
Oh, we're going to have so much fun.
It absolutely. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. All right. Macrina says, so now Lisa can laugh when you sneeze on the drive. I know. She was laughing at me.
I was laughing anyway.
That was the most excruciating 48 hours I've spent in since my kidney stone.
That's kind of the way
That's the pain.
I felt with the cough when I had my back spasms.
I didn't laugh at you.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Laughing at me.
I couldn't help it.
So rude.
It was ah!
Like I didn't drive off the darn road. And Tony was like, I think how much you're suffering on those ships when I'm stuck in traffic on the way to work. I know, we're just suffering while we're working, right? Dave is like, work is a 4-letter word, LOL.
It is.
Yes. It just, we only say that. It's not, there's no pity here. It's not what that's about. It just, we do spend most of our time working. It just, yes, it's on the ship. Yes, there's cocktails and there's entertainment, and there's partying, there's food, there's this, all this stuff.
And I don't have to cook and wash dishes.
Yeah, so there's plenty of perks. But the reality is our schedule is based on getting video content done for you and for those out in YouTube world and anyone who wants to go on a cruise, right? So that is the main purpose. And when that is accomplished, then we get to go have fun. And that is literally how it is set up. We're going to do this and this and this and this and this. If we're able to get that all done, now we can go have fun. Yeah. However that works out. But the other thing is, when we're up all night videoing, right? So we sleep in, right? We're going to bed when everybody's getting up because we've been up all night working. Because we choose to video the ship when everybody else is sleeping. So, it's, anyway. So we miss, like, pretty much an entire morning because we typically won't get back up until like 10 or 10:30, which means we're running to the buffet to get the last bit of breakfast
before they close
it. So anyway, Leader Life says, same here. Give me wind, water, and the sound of the waves going by. Absolutely. That's why we 100% prefer a balcony. That's why we chose the balcony on the Divina, because we'll probably be able to capture everything we need in the Divina in 4 days, which means the other 6 days are for us. Obviously, we're still going to stream every night, but we'll have gotten everything that we need to get done.
And we can enjoy ourselves in the balcony.
Correct. So that's why we chose a balcony for that. And the rest of them are inside cabins. Okay. Dave says, if he's tall man, then I'd be his drunk cousin, tall beer man. Otis of the high seas. Oh, my good God, Dave, you're a mess. Hey, y'all like cruising? It's your thing. Y'all earned it. Rock it and flaunt it, right? Exactly. And we do. We work hard to play hard. And so
absolutely,
we've just finished 4+ hard months on the road. And now it's a couple months off, and we're going to spend 5 weeks of it, most of the 5 weeks, on ships, and that's what we love to do. So there you have it. All right, guys, we want to thank each and every one of you for being with us tonight. We are at 31% battery, so...
Oh, wow. We still have time for the theme song.
Oh! The official, unofficial, official theme song.
Yeah.
Of Tall Man's Cruise Adventures.
Yeah.
I need to turn this back up, though. So here we go. Everybody ready? Theme song time. The official, unofficial, official theme song of Tall Man's Cruise Adventures.
We can't end a show without having that.
I know, right? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So let's see. Everybody's like, ready, sway time.
Yes.
Play Wave on Wave. Antonio says, good job, Lisa. I'm not sure about what. Maybe laughing at me when pain. I don't know. Macrina and Mamie Radar all dancing. Yep. Make that your theme song. Dave, it sort of is our theme song. It's become our official, unofficial, official theme song. It is. We play it every show.
Yeah, we started doing our highlight videos to that tune, and everybody loved it and asks for it. So, yeah.
Highlight videos. When we're on the cruise ships, when we stream every night, we typically will start the show off with highlights of the days of the ship, or ports that we go into. We do a little 1 to 2 minute highlight reel, and that's the music I use. So he's like, work that bass. Ooh, he knows a little about music. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that's right. You're a drummer too. Yep, working that bass. Making a stank face. But it's a different stink face for a guitarist. So that's why I change when I do the guitar. Anyway. So the next live will be on the Glory. That is correct. Next Monday night.
Yes.
We're less than a week. Our daughter, she's on a ship now. She's on the Carnival Vista.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably was in Aruba today, right? They left Saturday, Sunday. No, today's Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday, Monday. They were at sea, and then Aruba today. Curacao tomorrow, and then they start making their way back.
Yeah, they go someplace else. I can't remember where.
And Turks and Caicos.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Turks and Caicos. So yes, Antonio, we will be live next Monday night from the Carnival Glory, Wi-Fi permitting. Wi-Fi permitting.
We always have to add that disclosure.
Wi-Fi permitting. Living these two living the life. Yeah, Dave, we're trying to. Cheers to them. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. We really do.
Thank you.
Lisa suggested. Yes. Antonio was congratulating you for reminding me to play
the
theme song.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Antonio.
Now, mind you guys, when we're on the ship and we use that song for the highlights, we start the show with the theme song.
Yes. Yes, we do.
So we probably won't play it as we're in the middle of the show since we played it at the beginning of the show. So anyway, so there you go. All right, everybody. So I know it's Tuesday. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. I know a lot of you are back to work. Our schedule is all thrown off. We're sorry about last night. We attempted to do it, but we had some Wi-Fi issues that just could not get set out. And to be honest, I was still recuperating. Today's the first day that I've really have felt good. Yesterday, I saw my massage guy's name is Jim, and he literally beat the tar out of me. And so I still was pretty in a lot of pain last night.
Ice and heat and ice and heat.
So it was actually a good thing that the internet was preventing. That was the good Lord telling me, Robert, no streaming tonight. I'm like, okay, I got the message.
You want to talk about the internet? This one had to climb up on top of the RV, 3 times?
Yeah. Last night.
3 times last night.
Trying to fix it all. I think we got it working at about like 8:45 or something.
Something like that.
So, and then, of course, nothing was ready. So.
We didn't have anything prepared by that time.
No, so we're like, it just would, at about, what was it? Whatever it was. So we apologize. That's why we ask you all to go to our Facebook group, because we put a lot of our messages up there. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for hanging with us.
Yes.
This is our Facebook group, Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. There's a couple questions. It's a private group. Just please answer them. The first one was, what was the first cruise you've ever been on? If you've never been on a cruise, just say none.
It's real easy.
And the second question is just agreeing to the group rules, which is essentially being nice, no spamming, okay?
Play nice in the sandbox.
Play nice with all the rest of the children, y'all. So go there. We put most of our announcements up there. We put our... when we're going to stream live goes up there. And if you don't want to do that, just make sure that you hit the notification bell, right? So, there's the subscribe, there's the thumb up, but that bell, right? The ding, the notification bell. When you do that on YouTube, it will actually send you a little love note when we decide to go live.
And we also encourage you guys to post your cruise videos on the Facebook page.
Yeah, pictures and videos.
Yeah, show us your pose at the flagpole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to start talking to Dave like we do Danny. Dave, please make sure you have clothes on when you take the picture. Just saying. Just saying. Good to see you're doing better. Thank you so much, Mamie. Yes, we are. Hope everyone has a great week. Yes, again, one more time, just a quick wrap up from the biggest news, the weather. Hurricane Raphael. Again, it is now a hurricane. It was just turned to a hurricane 15 minutes or so, or whatever it was,
just before
the stream started. So it is now a hurricane. It is going. It's over Jamaica, going to cross Cuba. And I can't even put it up anymore because the screen's gone. Going to cross Cuba, go up into the Gulf of Mexico. It does not look like it's going to hit Florida. It does look like it's going to lose a little bit of steam, but it is eventually going to enter the United States somewhere between Louisiana and Mississippi. Okay? If you're going to be cruising out of Louisiana, New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, or Tampa, please be aware of this storm. Things might get a little crazy. If it goes up through New Orleans and Mobile, cruising is going to be disrupted. Cruises coming out of Tampa, they're just going to have to divert and go around, and the seas may be a little bit rough. So, okay. And Dave says, and be standing. Yes. Clothes on and standing. Okay. On that note, again, thank you all so much. We love each and every one of you. We will see you next week from the Carnival Glory.
Yay!
Until then, everybody, be safe.